It's weird, but somewhere early 2020 we announced the winner of the Dream Ride competition. But since then, this Dream Ride has been under attack from all kind of force majeure. First there was the virus year, then there was the not very welcome to Norway year, then a difficult to combine with professional planning year, and by then we were 2023. But now no more excuses, we said. This time we go. And by coincidence, just as we started our trip north, Storm Babette wasn't kind to us. However, firmly decided not to give in this time, we drove the bike to Oslo on a trailer. But from there, we would ride all the way up north. The main character of our trip is Theo, the winner of the Dream Ride. Theo is not just your average motorcyclist.
I dreamed about riding motorcycles, I think started about the age of 12, but when I was 14 I lost my leg due to cancer. I cannot ride with less than 3 wheels. I started traveling with the Piaggio, but soon I started dreaming about bigger, stronger bikes. So I bought myself a sidecar that was a Ducati. In 2019, I did my first trip to Norway. I wanted to see the Northern Lights and I wanted to make a winter trip, but it became very soon clear that it was too dangerous to do it alone. In January 2020, I got a mail from Motorcycle Diaries. There was a call to send in your dream, so I did. Here we are. I'm very happy.
So, off we go, as we have a lot of miles to cover. The route we set out follows almost entirely the E6. Agreed, this is not the most exciting road in summertime, but at this time of the year, it's the safest choice. We do have fantastic winter tires, but the delivery of our spike tires has been delayed. The first kilometers will serve to get used to the bike, as both of us have not been riding it before. The plan is to ride mainly daytime hours and to divide the riding time equally. Daytime hours mean the first days we will ride a little over 300 kilometers a day. Combined with the time for filming and pictures, this will be the maximum we can cover. The more we'll move north, the shorter the days will get. About approximately 2 hours less. So our daily mileage will get shorter. Still, the goal is to reach the North Cap in 8 days. While we move closer to our destination, we start to get into the flow. Soon we have established a routine defined by all the things we learned on the road. And one of the main things is we start to realize we probably have chosen the best week of the year. The weather is cold, but not too cold. Snow is already here, but the roads are clear in the south, so we're making good progress. The more the trip advances, the cold gets really cold. And when sitting in the side, it's pretty damn cold. Especially for your hands and your feet. One thing we did good in trying to beat the cold is to dress well. In the morning we start putting the underlayer, then there is the medium layer, and the one above the medium layer, And then there's the top layer with on top a very specialized outer shell. Thanks to all of this, our body keeps nice and warm. And for our hands at first, the cold is bearable as we have heated grips. But the more we advance and the colder it gets, we decide it's time to mount the steering sleeve and to add some wind deflectors for our feet. Another handy thing to bring on a bike trip like this is a mechanic, because he can mount all the stuff that we just mentioned. Another thing we learn is that hot dogs make a very good lunch. And coffee mugs are handy. Once you buy them at the fuel station, you can fill them with free coffee at every station of the same brand. Although coffee, it can hardly be called. When we left Oslo, we decided to go for some B roads to get used to the sidecar. The bike felt a bit nervous in the beginning. But once we'd done some more miles and we're up to pace with the riding, we can start to enjoy the landscapes. We're spoiled with the first climb as a magnificent snowy landscape immediately sets the tone. We leave our planned route for some filming purposes and stumble upon one of the typical wooden churches of Norway. Unfortunately, the door is closed, and after a short visit of the cemetery, we move on. The small detour we made has added time to our schedule, and in the near dark we managed to reach the hotel. Sleeping in igloos is supposed to be warm, but plexi igloos are not very well insulated. The area around the hotel is around 1,000 meters of altitude, and the first snow on the mountains gives us a brief taste of what's to come. From here, the landscape will change almost on a daily basis, and crossing into the polar circle is done in style. All is wide around, and the first real snow is hitting the trip. Roads can become tricky, but we control. We get the feeling the trip is living up to the expectations, and it only gets better from here. To describe everything in detail would make this movie last forever, so we try to keep it brief, which, in a certain way, is a pity. The landscapes become breathtaking around Sandvik, and our hotel in Mo i Rana is located in a dreamland. The view of the Randfjorden is just wow, and it still goes crescendo.
It's just full of surprises. It's one big adventure. You can start in the morning and you pass through 5 different kind of landscapes. It's one day after another, always something surprising, some things we didn't see before. It feels like it's building up, so I'm just so looking forward to reach the Noordkaap.
To get a good overview of everything, we even end up on the ski slopes above Narvik. Not to ski, but to enjoy the nighttime views. And we feel Theo is really enjoying.
A few days ago, I had a message on my phone from my little app. It told me to go out to see auroras and northern lights. And I was lucky, I saw them the first time in my life.
We're nearing our goal and we cannot choose where to watch first. The fjords, the frozen lakes, the snow on the trees, the icy mountain passes. It's just magnificent. We've been to Norway before, but not to the Noordkaap, as someone told us it was a bit boring at the end. We must, however, disagree, and especially in this time of the year, we think it's marvelous. Most likely also the fact that not everything is completely covered with snow yet, and the 50 shades of grey in the sky, combined with the bright white and the strong blue on the rocks, give a profound depth to the landscapes. Strangely enough, here close to the Noordkaap, the temperature rises back above zero. But the snow starts to fall heavier and heavier. One moment we're in the clouds, the other moment the sun is out. And the last kilometers to the Noordkaap are getting harder and harder to ride. Sure, the snow tires are good, but having only one-wheel drive makes the bike slide a bit more than we want. And we just make it to the Noordkaap with the last light. And even if we get a permit for filming till the monument, the people at the parking prefer we do not ride the final part, as the road is covered with ice and a thick layer of snow. And we don't care. We walk. We made it. What a ride. And the day after, we're in the car with all the crew and we just can't stop talking about this most amazing trip. And the tasty king crab. The dogs and the sledge. And the magnificent long roads. And the icy mornings. The reindeer and the northern lights, of course. And the warmth in our hearts for reaching our goal. A true dream ride.